Senate to reconsider approval of tobacco tax hike bill. Manila, Philippines. The Senate is set to reconsider its third and final reading approval of the tobacco tax hike bill on Tuesday. Senate Majority Leader Miguel Zubiri said Tuesday that this was due to the opposition of some members of the House of Representatives on the sharing of revenues. Nagkaroon kaunting gusot kagabi doon sa tax measure dahil ating may kapatid na kongresista sa norte, saan may tobacco-producing provinces on the distribution of their share veto sa RA 7171, Zubiri told reporters in an interview. Under the Fed Act, local government units, LGUs, that produce to direct would receive a 15% share of the total tax collection and allocate it for their projects. Currently, 90% of the 15% share is distributed to the towns and municipalities while 10% goes to the provinces. On Monday, the Senate accepted the Department of Finance's DOF proposal to amend the distribution to 50% to the municipalities and towns, and 50% to the provinces. The Senate then approved on third and final reading the tobacco tax hike bill, Senate Bill number 2233, on Monday night. However, the said amendment was opposed by some lawmakers from Northern Luzon, which has tobacco-producing provinces. What happened last night? Sabi night. Speaker Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, pinuntahan the Northern Bloc congressmen and threatened not to approve the sin tax measure if this were not addressed, Zubiri said. He said the Senate has already asked officials from the DOF, particularly Secretary Carlos Dominguez and Undersecretary Carl Juan, to fix the measure or the bill should be held hostage. Young amendment na kagay na, Juan, that was given by the DOF. It's a DOF-initiated amendment, so we asked the DOF last night, through Undersecretary Carl Juan and Secretary Dominguez. Ayusin allocate kung hindi baka ayos yung batas, Zubiri said. He believes the compromise has been reached and the Senate will introduce it to the floor on Tuesday afternoon. He added that he already informed Senate President Vice Soto III, Minority Leader Franklin Drilon, and all members of the majority and minority bloc that they need to reconsider their approval of the tobacco tax hike bill. We will have a reconsideration of approval of the sin tax measure, open the period of amendments. I-amend naman dito yung pinag-usapan DOF at sa House. Yung agreeable provisions, I-pause naman second and third reading this afternoon. Tapos I-adopt ng House, the Senate Majority Leader said. He insisted that the Senate could no longer afford a bicameral conference committee, BICAM, meeting, even if it's a paper BICAM, due to the time constraint. Hindi na may papayag kang BICAM, walang tanang para sa BICAM even if it's a paper BICAM, kailangan ka nilang permahan, yung BICAM report, Zubiri said. The Congress is set to adjourn on Tuesday evening. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.